Hello and welcome, everyone. My name is Robert. I'm a contributor here at the mouseblogger.com. And today I want to talk to you about the Moonlight magic over at Epcot on July the 16th. I'm going to go through the process of signing in, what you get out of the experience, and pretty much what you go through throughout the day. So we're going to start off from the beginning, of course, because that's where all good stories start off at. So after you do the initial signing in, for us, our process was pretty simple. We did it at the hotel. Since it was a DVC hotel that we stayed at the Animal Kingdom Lodge. We checked in there, got our wristbands, got our little vouchers that you ultimately have to turn in when you get to the front gate. The doors opened at 7:30, so we had to be there by that point. The actual theme park didn't close until 9 for all guests, so we had to wait for, a good portion of people to go away, but you still were able to get some fast passes up until that point. Now, when 9 o'clock happens, of course, that's the end of the night for everybody. Fireworks goes off. At the end of fireworks, people are told to leave. Only people that are allowed to stay is people for Moonlight Magic. So you walk up to the front, show off your wristband, showing that you checked in already. After that, you present your vouchers for the meals that you're getting today. One thing that really sticks out was normally they provided you with snacks at the last Moonlight Magics that they had. This is not the case this time. Luckily, they were wanting to provide, actual quick service meals. Now, there were 6 locations that were available at the time that was able to provide you with the meals. We didn't get to go eat until way later. We just assumed that the crowd needs to die down a lot before we can easily go in there and go grab our food. It was hours before we even decided to eat because there was no fast passes. There's a lot of lines everywhere, and people are still, in the park and still trying to enjoy themselves up until that 9 o'clock hour. One thing we did not realize after 9 o'clock was that about 4 of the locations actually closed for the day. So instead of eating at the American Pavilion like I wanted to do, we were only left with 2 options after 9 p.m., and that was the Electric Umbrella and the Seasons. It's still a cool thing on Disney's part to provide a quick service instead of a snack, because to be frank with you, I'm not a fan of hot dogs. So go hot dogs, chips, and cookies all night long. It just disgusts me to think about that. So beyond that, the only rides that were available at the time were Mission Space, Test Track, Frozen, Finding Nemo, Soarin', and who else was there? I believe there's one more. Oh, Figment of the Imagination. So those are the only ones that were available. So besides fireworks, there was no real reason to go to the World's Pavilion at all. None of the food was open. Some of the pavilions were open, but most people stayed away from that after 9 p.m. So let's talk about characters now. There was a lot of variety of characters, just like any other Moonlight Magic. The normal ones come out, Mickey, Donald, Goofy, Daisy, Chip and Dale. They're out there partying it up with everybody at the dance floor right in front of the mouse gear. So from there, the same type of variety of characters are there too. So that is the Darkwing Ducks, the Scrooge McDuck, the Launchpad, Lilo and Stitch. They all showed up. There's a lot more characters there, but it's pretty much the same variety as any other. Keep wanting to say Homecoming. Moonlight Magic. Now, I believe this is the 3rd time they held an event here at Epcot for Moonlight Magic. And every time I see somebody going out there and seeing the same type of characters, it gets kind of old. But at the same time, I know that there's a lot of people who have not gone as of yet. And, I mean, it is worth its weight. It's worth its way of getting down there to enjoy that type of experience. Especially if you have not traveled to go see or go to one of these events. Then I can see, value in it. The big thing that people like about this event is the fact that you get to see multiple characters, rare characters that you don't normally get to see on a day-to-day basis. normally at the parks. These are characters that are around the world. They're either in Shanghai or they're in Paris, and they all come to one event. It's a good event to go to, but at the same time, if you're just there to ride rides, it's not something that I would recommend. Because there's only about 5 or 6 rides that are open. Now, if this was at Animal Kingdom, it might be worth it, because then you got Pandora, you got the Navi River Run. It's the same amount of wait, but it's actually, a lot better of a wait, because the people that you hang out with are a lot more entertaining. And you're definitely not in the sun. You're not standing out in the heat all day long. It's going to be at night. It's going to be more of a better process for you and your family. But, yeah, the experience overall, if you were there just to get characters, hey, that is the best thing that is for this event. Again, the bonus of having extra meals available, that's even better. But it's still, to me, as I've gone through a couple of these already, it is kind of worth it, but it's also not. I don't go there for the characters. I do not go there to stand in line for an hour at a time to go hang out with Darkwing Duck, when I could easily walk up, take a picture, and go, yep, I saw him today. I'm not there to get autographs. I'm not a collector of autographs or anything of that sort either. I'm mainly there to, record the experience. My family, on the other hand, my son, even he is a big fan of, now that they came out with the new DuckTales, and I'm the fan of the old one, he sees value in hanging out with Scrooge McDuck, but not enough to stand there for an hour to smile and take a picture. So there's that. And trust me, I'm not pooping on the overall of the experience either, because, even I, as much as I don't really want to stay up till 1 o'clock in the morning to, enjoy my Disney experiences, it's not like you're at the Magic Kingdom and enjoying the same type of experience overall. Now, if they only held this at the Magic Kingdom, I would see a whole lot more of a better experience, because you'll get to see all the characters. It's a bigger land overall, and there's probably a lot more rides in comparison to Animal Kingdom or Epcot. I just don't know why they keep just doing it at these two parks. Is it just the convenience, or is it the fact that they do not want to, cut into Magic Kingdom in any way, shape, or form? Try and figure out if there's, not a lot of employees there at other parks that they don't want to pay to stay over to enjoy this type of event. That's where I'm thinking is going. They don't really want to spend more money on that end. They would rather have you get the quick service food and have less people, go or or have the employees, do normal times, like get the part-timers in there just so they pay them regular pay. At least that's where I'm coming from on this end. But other than that, I see some value in it, but not enough to go, hey, you know what? I'm going to do this at Epcot again. If it was at Animal Kingdom, I would see a little bit more of a better value in it, because the last time I went at Animal Kingdom, I actually had a better time. I was able to get on Everest. It was a walk-on. Most of the rides you get on was a walk-on. The only one that was not was Pandora. That was a 60-minute wait until about midnight, and then it started going down to 45 minutes. Alright, so now I'm feeling like I'm going off track here, so I'm going to wrap this up here. So again, pretty simple process to get in there. Check in at the hotels if you can. If not, go to the parks. Get to the parks early enough. They usually open the door an hour before that the event starts, so you can check in. You won't be able to go really in unless you have tickets to go in around the 7:30 mark. From there, you're going to have to go through the same ordeal as anybody else when it comes to getting on those rides, because, again, normal people are there. The normal guests for the day are going to be there. So you have to deal with them until the park closes. And then once park closes, that's when it's your time to shine. That's when it's your time to enjoy that event. And, again, get to the food as soon as you can, because apparently we made the wrong decision. We didn't get to enjoy the food that we wanted to enjoy, but we still enjoy the food regardless. And yeah, try to enjoy the parks as much as you can, because eventually this stuff will end, and then there's no more for a while, and then you're just gonna be stuck with DVC trying to go. I wish they did more of these Moonlight Magics. So enjoy them while you can. Try to get to them when you can, and be there for the experience. Now, if you can get to multiple of them, even better. So you can dedicate one of them dedicated to getting the autographs from all the different types of characters that you normally don't see. And then the next time you go, you can just focus on the park itself and just ride the rides and just enjoy your time there. And that is probably the best way to enjoy the experience overall. Now, the only other time I'll actually go now is if Animal Kingdom does it again. And if Magic Kingdom ever does it, I'm definitely going. Till that point, no more Epcot. And with that, I thank you guys very much for listening to my rants and raves. Again, I encourage you to check out theMouseBlogger.com for future blogs, video blogs, anything else that comes up. Check out our YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram. We're definitely available, and we try to update it as much as we can. And, of course, you enjoy the rest of your day.